Luke 15, the parable of the lost sheep. Tax collectors and other notorious sinners often came to listen to Jesus teach. This made the Pharisees, teachers of the religious laws, complain that he was isolating with such association with such sinful people, even eating with them. So Jesus told them this story. If a man had 100 sheep and one of them gets lost, what will he do? Wouldn't he leave the 99 others in the wilderness and go search for the one that he lost until he finds it? And when he found it, he will joyfully carry it home on his soldiers. When he arrives, he will call together his friends and neighbors, saying, "Rejoice with me, because I have found my lost sheep." The same way, there is more joy in heaven over one lost sinner who repents and returns to God than over 99 others who are righteous and haven't strayed away. Parable of the lost coin. Oh, suppose a woman has 10 silver coins and lost one. Wouldn't she light a lamp and sweep the entire house and search carefully until she finds it? And when she finds it, she will call in her friends and neighbors and say, "Rejoice with me, because I found my lost coin." The same way, there is joy in the presence of God's angels when even one sinner repents. The parable of the lost son. To illustrate the point further, Jesus told them this story. A man had 2 sons. The younger son told his father, "I want my share of your real estate now before you die." So his father agreed to divide his wealth between his sons. A few days later, his younger son packed all his belongings and moved to a distant land. There he wasted all his money in wild living. About the time his money ran out, a great famine swept over the land, and he began to starve. His sought a local farmer to hire him. The man sent him into the fields to feed the pigs. The young man became so hungry that even the pods he was feeding the pigs looked good to him, but no one gave him anything. When he finally came to his senses, he said to himself, "At home, even the hired servants had food enough to spare. So here I am dying of hunger. I'll go home to see my father. Say, 'Father, I have sinned against both heaven and you. I am no longer worth of being called your son. Please take me on as a hired servant.' So he returned home to his father. While he was still a long way off, his father saw him coming. Filled with love and compassion, he ran to his son, embraced him, kissed him. The son said to him, 'Father, I have sinned against both heaven and you. I am no longer worth being called your son.' But his father said to the servants, 'Quick, bring the finest robe in the house and put it on him. Get a ring for his finger and sandals for his feet, and kill the calf we have been fattening. We must celebrate with a feast. For a son of mine was dead and has now returned to life. He was lost, but now he is found.' So the party began. Meanwhile, the older son was in the fields working. When he returned home, he heard music and dancing in the house, and he asked one of his servants what was going on. 'Your brother is back,' he was told. and your father has killed the fattest calf. We are celebrating because of his safe return." The older brother was angry and wouldn't go in. His father came out and begged him, but he replied, "All these years I've slaved for you, never once refused to do a single thing you told me to. And in all that time, you never gave me even one young goat for a feast with my friends. Yet, when this son of yours comes back after squandering your money on prostitutes, you celebrate by killing the fattest calf?" His father said to him, "Look, dear son, you have always stayed by me, and everything I have is yours. We had to celebrate this happy day, for your brother was dead and has come back to life. He was lost, but now is found."